Are you thinking about moving in about a year? Well, let me help you with a plan to get things done, to get yourself ready. Getting ready to move can take quite a bit of time to get the house all organized and decide what you're going to take and leave and get the house in shape. So here is a countdown for you from 1 year out to right before moving. So first of all, you're going to be wanting to work on storage. Decide what you think you're going to be wanting to take and get some storage set up so that the house looks streamlined and clear. And then also, secondly, start the decluttering process. Start going from room to room and eliminating or giving away what you don't think you need to take with you. Now, at about 9 months out, you're going to be ready to have the house inspected. And you're going to want to do this so that you can learn what your house what needs to be attended to in your house. For example, if you have no idea how old the roof is or if it's in good shape or not, let's say you bought it and there were already a few years into having the roof, have a whole house inspection. This might be a cost ranging between $400 and $900, but it's well worth it so you can focus on the problems that are really going to be issues. So get a good inspector for that. And then after that also, start to modernize a few things. You might want to have a realtor take a look at your house at that point in time and give you some ideas what you're going to want to update, because it will make a difference in how much you'll get for the house. So once you're about 6 months out and you've done some modernizing to the house, for example, you've changed handles in the kitchen if they're kind of old looking, or put some new flooring down, got a fresh coat of paint, some new faucets in the bathroom, because that can make a big difference. Next, when you're in the 6-month timetable, it's time to start thinking about who you want to work with to help to market your house. So you'll want to be interviewing some realtors. If you've got a couple good recommendations from friends or family, that's great. Otherwise, interview 2 or 3 people and decide who you want to go with, who's got an active plan. When you're still in the 6-month out period, it's a good time to start getting your home up, your appliance booklets ready, your warranties, the deed, all of that stuff. Start getting that in a binder and getting it ready. Take a look at what you've got in the house that you're not going to keep and have like a month-long sale of things that you would like to get rid of. Make a little bit of money on them. It's a good way to start. And then whatever is left over, go ahead and donate them. A lot of times you can find an estate sale person who can really host this for you so you can get your maximum amount out of your things by having this at your house, having an estate sale at your house. The next thing you'll want to do when you're about 3 months out from selling is get all your disclosures from the real estate agent that you chose. Get those and fill them out and be honest with the exact condition of the house as far as what you know. It's also time to start hiring a fix-it person, like a handyman, handywoman. I have a couple people I call just to do things around the house or to get something ready for a client or for myself just to fix some things. Also, at about 2 months out from selling, you're going to want to fix up your curb appeal. Get some plants looking good, maybe have a few more plants in the front. I think painting the front door is always a great idea. Getting the windows shined up at this point or a month out so that it all looks nice and fresh. So work on your curb appeal when you're about 2 months out. And you might even ask a friend or some neighbors to walk through and get their opinion on how they think the house looks. Does it show well? They might happen to come up with a couple of extra ideas for you for an improvement. So when you're about 6 weeks out from selling, you'll want to definitely finalize your plans with the real estate agent you're going to use. Get all your paperwork signed. They could do some pre-marketing for you, and that does help. Also, at the same time, get some deep cleaning on the bathrooms in the house. I think it's well worth hiring someone to do a deep cleaning so that it looks as shiny and sparkly as possible. And then after that, you're going to be ready for your photos. So have the agent arrange for some professional photos to get taken. Now, when you're just 3 weeks out from getting your house on the market and selling it, book a mover. I think it's a great idea to get on this before you get into the deal too much. It's going to be a movable date because you got to see when the house gets under contract, but do interview a couple of movers, get a recommendation, decide who you want to move, who you want to ask to move you. When you're just a couple of weeks out, it's time to get the windows cleaned. I know I mentioned them earlier, but I think you want to wait until the very end to get the windows cleaned. So the final cleaning on specialty items like the windows, get that arranged because that can make a difference how clear the windows appear. Now plan the logistics out as well when you're just about 2 weeks out. Like let's say you have children, you want to plan how you're going to handle the showings because it's important to make the showings as easy as you can possibly make them for the agents that are showing the houses. You don't want to just have a minimum amount of days for showing the house. You want to make it simple so that you're not missing any good showings. At 1 week out, make sure that your valuables are stashed away and locked up. So when you're showing houses, you don't want to have anything that's tempting out. Not that that happens all that often, but it can happen. And do a last minute big cleaning as well so that your house is smelling great and looking great. This is just for the week before you put it on the market. Also, firm up the price on the house. So want to have your realtor take the most recent look at what prices are doing and get it priced as accurately as you possibly can. Right now, at the moment, fall of 2022, prices have moved down a little bit from the flurry that we had a few months ago. You want to make sure that's accurate. Next thing, I recommend getting a for sale sign from the real estate agent in front of your house. It does make a difference how many people drive by and see the house, and you've decided to move, so you might as well advertise it. And then do the night before it goes on the market one more quick cleaning. I always think the making the house smell great is a wonderful idea, along with sweeping and everything. You've already done the deep cleaning, so this shouldn't be as big of a deal. But just having it smell great with lemon pledge or Murphy's oil or Fabuloso, any of those things. And when you're having showings, you don't want to be at the house. You want to be out of the house so that the buyers can imagine themselves in the home. That's very important. To plan a reward for yourself and go out to eat or something, or go do something fun while you're having these showings. I hope that helped a little bit to give you an idea of how to plan for your big move. It is something that takes some time, and a year out, not everybody has that long to get ready, but if you do have the time and if you know you're going to move, it's good to know about it a year out if you can. Please call if you have any questions and watch some of my other videos I have as well on some of the different areas in San Diego.